Any other questions? Okay, I can see this masala is beginning to actually what we call split, which is exactly what we want. So when your masala almost begins to tear apart, it's getting there. And I don't need the lid anymore because it's stopped, or semi-stopped spitting, maybe not.
So it's actually quite, I mean, I know you've spent a bit of time here and you've been talking to us. It's actually quite quick, isn't it, really? It's
Yeah, when you've got a burner like this, it's very quick.
It's not, you know, or you could leave it just going nice and slowly.
Yeah, I think lots of people have a preconception that Indian food is sometimes, you know, hard to make or takes long, and it actually doesn't. To make a masala like this, which is quite, you know, it's not a simple masala. It's not complicated either, but it's actually about the technique and putting in the spices at the right time.
And also making a sort of batch of that, you could freeze it down, couldn't you? So that, you know, if you're going to all this trouble, make a big batch and freeze it, and you've got it then.
Whenever you do want it, all you need to do is add your chicken or add your okra or add your potato, whatever it is you are adding into that masala. That masala is actually looking good now. If you guys can see, I don't know whether you can see from there, but the oil has started to seep off the edges of the saucepan. You can see that the masala is breaking apart. Can you see that? No, it's a little hazy. And that's exactly how you want it. So the masala will begin to split apart, and the whole texture of that has changed from when we first started cooking it. And that's exactly how you want it. I'm now going to add our chicken. Also at this stage, if you want to, for example, taste it, just for seasoning you could, but I always wait until the end to taste it. And if I need to add any more chili, I can do that at the end.
Because I've been to Madus and they told me they have this recipe here that the food is
if you did
nice.
want it a little bit more saucy and you are eating it with rice, then you could add water
the British
and make
Curry
it as
Award,
saucy as
the best
you like.
Indian award,
So
the
I'm going
best
to add the
Punjabi
chicken tikka
restaurant.
pieces now, and this has all the
Must come
juice
down.
in there as well, which is going to make it quite nice and moist as well. So those are all the chicken juices. So I'm adding the pieces into there like that. And that's thickened it up quite a lot, so I am going to add a little bit of water because the masala is a little thicker.
It looks such a beautiful colour.
It does, traditional chicken tikka. I mean, like I said, you don't have to add the red food colouring. That's just obviously for flavour, not any kind of taste at all. But some people think until you add the red colour, it's not real chicken tikka. So, I mean, some chefs are against using it, but I know there was a big scare a few years ago, but if they sell it in the supermarket, it can't be that bad for you.
Everything's bad for you. Apparently,
It is.
Apparently this weekend toast was bad for you. Did you hear that? Toast.
Toast.
Yes, apparently toasted bread is bad for you now.
No. A little bit more water because I want it slightly saucier than that. Is it quite clear up there? Can you see it, or is it very steamy? Yeah.
It's clearer now.
And so if you were, for example, using raw chicken, that would take about 12 to 15 minutes to actually cook. Lamb would take a good hour, depending on the cut of lamb that you were using. But this now, the chicken is obviously has been cooked in the clay oven, and the masala is ready. It had already split, and we cooked it a little longer. So I'm just going to add the finishing touches, give it a final cook for a minute, and then we are done with our chicken tikka, and everyone can start tasting. Okay? So the last touches always go in at the end, the garam masala, our 15 spice garam masala, and we sprinkle. I'm going to put a heaped teaspoon. This is, like I said, about 750 to 800 grams of meat. I'm going to add some kasturi methi, which is the fenugreek. So we put some in the marination, so I'm going to add about a tablespoon. Palm of your hands and just crush it as it goes in. You need to keep adding a lot of water if you're cooking with lamb or if you're cooking with things like soya. And then coriander obviously goes in now as well. Looks good as well, the texture is really good. I mean, like I said, if you want to turn this into a chicken curry, all you need to do is add a little water. So you can eat it with rice, or you can eat it with naan bread, chapatis, paratha, whatever you like. Okay, my favorite, and another favorite herb of mine is fresh chopped coriander, and I like this. Anybody not like coriander? Oh, phew, everybody likes coriander. Okay, so I'm going to put quite a lot of coriander in. So about 4 or 5 tablespoons of coriander. It's my favorite. I love the stuff. Can't get enough of it. And this is done. All I need to do now, in fact, I'm going to get these lovely ladies at the front to taste for seasoning. And if I did need to add any more seasoning, I would do it at this stage. So if you wanted to add more chili or more salt, you could do it at this stage. Let me just clean this.